So the first way that I have cut back on my spending, I'm going to try to explain this to the best of my abilities. I know this is like so random, but with my Hallmark app, I only have 2 streaming apps. Well, 2 subscriptions, not streaming. Spotify, Hallmark. With Hallmark, they went up in their price significantly, and it went from like $40 all the way up to $82 for the year, and I just did not want to pay that. So what I do to save money is that I will cancel my subscription, wait until like it runs out, and then wait for a sale. Usually they do their sales around Black Friday, Cyber Monday, and Christmas time. So the price for the sale is usually around $52. So that's what I've been doing to save money on the Hallmark app. That's kind of like all I watch. I don't watch YouTube anymore. I honestly can never find things that I like regarding like on Netflix or other apps out there. So I like a lot of like fun mysteries, and Hallmark has everything that I like. I'm happy with paying the $52 for the year instead of $82. And I'm also patient. I do want to put that out there. I'm very, very patient with this whole sale process. Say they don't have a sale for Black Friday or for Christmas, I will patiently wait. They don't really delete movies or anything on there, so whatever comes out in the months that I've waited for a sale, I can just watch them when I sign back up when there is a sale. Another thing that helped me cut back on spending as a minimalist is not watching hauls. Sometimes like minimalist hauls are relaxing to me. Now I'm not watching hauls of like beauty gurus or anything like that because I'm not into that stuff. But when there's other minimalist YouTubers posting their hauls, I was watching them. And like I said, I don't watch YouTube anymore because I have taken a huge break. One of the things that I noticed was that I was spending a lot of money on hair care and skincare products. And that was because it was mentioned by people that were kind of like me and, you know, like-minded. So I was like, oh, maybe this will work for me. Maybe this will work for me. I've wasted so much money throughout these past like 4 or 5 years of being self-employed on products that I thought were going to make me beautiful and happy, and they just made me broke. I'm not doing that anymore. I focus on what my skin and hair truly needs, and most of the time it's usually nothing. It's usually like the most basic thing. So the more extravagant products I buy, the more my hair feels like crap and the more my skin looks like crap. So no more watching hauls online. As much as I think they're relaxing, I just don't think they're good for my bank account. And like I said, I get lured into certain things just as much as you guys. This is something that I've actually shown quite a few times, and that is my closet. My closet is very, very extreme minimalist right now, and that's okay. I've spent quite a few years, actually I've spent my entire 20s spending money on cheap clothing. And I just was trying to find my style. I still don't even know what my style is yet. And I'm happy that I'm working with what I have. So I haven't bought any new clothing in a very, very long time. And I don't own any jeans because I don't feel comfortable in jeans right now. What I have in my closet fits me, even though it's very, very minimal. It fits me. It makes me comfortable. And like I said, I'm working with what I have. Luckily, we don't have events. We don't have any like fancy things to go to, especially with trying to get a house, me trying to find a job, like all of these things that are going on. Fashion is like something I could care less about these days. Another way that I've cut back on spending is minimizing my hair care routine. I've talked about this before, but I did end up doing a scalp treatment last summer for a birthday gift. So not only was it relaxing, but I've learned so much from my scalp and my hair and how my hair reacts to certain things. I know it's pricey, but it is so worth it because the things that I was spending my money on when it comes to hair care were actually ruining my hair and ruining my scalp. So I was oiling my scalp all the time, and that was leading to a lot of dry patches. And I don't necessarily have pictures of the dry patches, but I told that trichologist that was doing my scalp, I was like, oh no, I oil all the time because I see it on TikTok. And she was like, oiling works for some people, but not for all. And she like showed me with the camera on my scalp, and it was so alarming. The places where I like was oiling, I had such like thin hair because of my dry patches, and I kept like itching it, and it was creating scarring, it was creating hair loss, and I'm still trying to fix my hair loss right now. But long story short, I stopped oiling. I don't do that anymore. I do want to say my hair looks nuts kind of today because even though I washed it yesterday, I do need a haircut desperately. I haven't cut my hair since last June. I'm going to cut my hair in like 2 days from now. So I'm going to fix up my layers and do a big chop, maybe like up to here. So I'm going to get rid of like all this length that's down here to just like kind of reset my hair because I was dealing with a lot of split ends and breakage as well. I wish I would have went to the main source, which is a trichologist, before buying all those products, because if you think of it, the appointment for the scalp trichologist spa, if you want to call it, is the same amount of money that I've spent on all the products. So I've learned a valuable lesson with my hair, especially with trying to copy people online. Now I'm more focused on what I need. Another thing that plays a big role with your hair is your blood work. So your iron levels, your B12, your vitamin D, vitamin C, like all of those vitamins play a huge role. Another thing I want to mention is that I was using a lot of silicone and sulfate-free products. Again, everybody's hair, body, life is different. I thought silicones and sulfates were like little demons and you can't use them. She told me your scalp needs sulfates. You need to wash that stuff out, or clarifying shampoo. Your scalp is very irritated. She spent like a good like 30 to 40 minutes taking out all like the dryness in my scalp and moisturizing it. I stopped using sulfate and silicone free. This is how my hair looked with sulfate and silicone free. It just didn't work out for me. And I always wondered, why did my hair feel so not clean after washing it? That's probably why. Again, to each his own. This is how my hair is now with sulfates and using silicones. My hair is actually at its best with using those products. And I don't use expensive products anymore. I am so done with buying expensive hair care products because I never ever see results. The only thing I will spend good money on is like a decent hair serum to help my scalp, but that's about it. Like when it comes to shampoo, conditioner, my hair mask, and a hair oil, like for my length, I'm using drugstore stuff. As long as it's cruelty free, that's all I really care about, and as long as it works for me. Next thing that I've cut back on, which you guys already know this one, so I'm not going to talk too much about it, and that is I'm still not doing skincare. I don't spend my money on skincare. I use my Dove unscented bar soap, and I use castor oil if my face feels dry. I usually use castor oil at night, go to sleep with it, and then I wake up with very soft skin. And also when it comes to makeup, I don't wear makeup. I have like a lip balm. That's another thing I want to talk about in another like video, is like I don't spend a lot of money on lip balms anymore. As long as it's going to hydrate my lips, that's all I'm gonna use. Like I'm not spending more than, I would say more than $10 on a lip balm. Even $10 is kind of like pushing it. Now I used to buy the Summer Fridays, like all of those lip balms, and one thing I hate about them, like the expensive lip balms, they don't last long, and also they don't hydrate my lips as much as like a cheaper one would. And the worst thing for me is that most of those expensive lip balms are scented. I need unscented. I cannot do scented lip balms. I get a headache, I get nauseous. I don't really need, like I don't know the purpose of having your lips smell like something. I still don't get why I want my lips to smell like a strawberry glazed donut. Maybe I'll just go eat a strawberry glazed donut instead of having that smell on my lips. Like I just don't like scented lip products. Scented hair products, sure. I would love for my hair to smell like strawberries. But for my lips, no. I just think of like when I go and eat something, I'm going to be tasting strawberry glazed donut with a veggie burger. I don't like having scented lip products, so I focus on unscented, inexpensive lip balm. Whatever's cheap and has good and hydrating ingredients, I'm gonna buy it. And I do want to say I only buy one. I do not buy more than one. I have this theory that if you buy more than one when it comes to certain beauty products, including hair products, makeup, you tend to treat them like, meh, I have another one. I have a backup. It's okay if I lose this. I have noticed when I own one lip balm, it never goes missing because that's the only one I own, and I don't want to waste money to go buy another one because I was not paying attention to my products. So that's kind of helped me save some money because I'm not losing my lip balm as much as I used to back in the day. No more stockpiling. I've talked about this before. What we have is what we use. The only thing I do stock up on is like trash bags. I'll buy like 2 instead of 1. That's about it. We do not stock up on things, which has helped me save money and has helped me save space. Before I was buying like 6 things of deodorant, 5 hand soap things, and now I just buy like a gallon of hand soap, refill it when I need to in the bathroom. When it comes to deodorant, I buy 1. Once when it's done, then I will buy another one and maybe want to change up that scent. The whole stockpiling thing, I think it's necessary for certain things like garbage bags, bathroom bags, but when it comes to like other things like food, I would never stockpile on food because food expires and there's also a crap ton of recalls all the time. Another thing I do when it comes to cutting back is I stick to the basics when it comes to laundry and cleaning products. My cleaning products that I use, I think it's less than 5 at this point. Very, very simple. Most of it is DIY cleaning, DIY our antibacterial spray, glass cleaner spray. I do have magic erasers. I cut them in half to save money. So instead of using a whole one, I cut it in half, use half for the tub and the sink. We have a lot of hard water and calcium buildup here, so I gotta do a lot of scrubbing when it comes to cleaning, unfortunately, at the end of the month. But that's like basically it. When it comes to cleaning the floors, I just use my steam mop, some vinegar as well. Yeah, I just keep it very, very simple, which has helped me save so much money. Even when I lived alone, I kept it very simple with my cleaning products. Another thing that I did, I actually have the price right here to tell you guys. So I had Geico for car insurance for a very, very long time, and I've always heard that people like switch their car insurance every year because the rates go up, and I never had a problem with Geico until last year when it came to rates going up. I don't pay monthly, I do every 6 months, so 2 payments out the year. The Geico bill was around like $480 every 6 months, which was fine. Until last year, they were like, oh, rates are going up, and the rates went up from $480 to $798 every 6 months, and I was like, nope. And my coverage stood the same. Like, it's not like I'm getting anything extra. So I got on the phone, called around, found the best quote from Progressive, and now I'm paying $528 every 6 months, and I have way more coverage than what I had with Geico, like 10 times more coverage for a fraction of the price. So I cut back on spending with my car insurance. It sounds like a freaking ad when I say it like that, but just call around. You would be amazed on the amount of deals that you're missing out on by not calling. Next thing is self-explanatory, and that's maintaining the things that I own. I say this all the time, but with me maintaining the things that I own, like for instance, the camera that I have is from 2018. It did end up like giving me a problem. I brought it to a camera place, they fixed it. And they think they only charged me like less than $40. It was like a little thing that needed to be fixed. It wasn't even that serious, as much as I thought it was. I was going to buy a whole new camera, but I've been taking care of this, so I just brought it to get fixed, and I still have it. And I take still really good care of this. I make sure it's in its own proper case. Same thing with the mic that I record on. Down to the clothes that I wear. I'm in pajamas. These pajamas, they're like $19. They're not made from the best quality, but I wash them in cold water, hang them up to dry. That way it can last longer than me just throwing them in the dryer and not caring. All of the things that I own, I take such good care of. I try my best to, because I have been in that situation where I treated my things like crap and I had to keep spending money to replace the things that I wasn't taking care of. I do home pedicures. I cut my own nails, I file them, I shine them up with my glass nail filer. I soak my feet in a bucket with warm water and some apple cider vinegar, maybe even some sea salt. Let it, let my feet sit in there for 20 minutes. Then I use my $10 like callus grinder, and I just grind the calluses and the heels once when my feet are all done. And then I put lotion on and socks, and that's it. Oh, and I also cut my toenails as well. But this has helped me keep up with my feet throughout the winter months. And when spring and summertime come, I do get one pedicure, one basic pedicure out the year. I haven't gone in 3 years, but I am gonna go this year. I think it's like $35, maybe 40 something with a tip. But I want them to take like the skin and the cuticles off. I've tried doing that myself. I suck at it. I've hurt myself and have injured myself quite a few times with trying to remove my own cuticles and the skin underneath, like the crevice of the toe. And the same thing with my fingers. I honestly don't, my cuticles are never as bad with my hands, but my feet are bad. I know it was a mouthful, but long story short, I keep up with my feet during the winter and even the summer and all that stuff by doing the whole like foot soaking thing. When I lived alone, I used to go to get a pedicure once a month. I never did like nail polish or anything like that. I still don't do nail polish. It's just something you have to keep up with, and I'm like low maintenance. So I just always get a basic pedicure, and I always do find it relaxing with the massage. But there's no way that I would like, I just can't fathom to pay monthly to get my feet done like that. That's why I haven't gone in years. But I am gonna go soon to let them get the skin out professionally, and then that's it. And then I'm just gonna keep up with my feet like I've been. So I think paying $47 a year for a pedicure just once, I think it's way better than what I used to spend. I used to do pedicure and manicures, no nail polish when I lived alone, but I used to spend, I want to say like close to like maybe $1,000 or more a year by doing it every month. And that's pricey. Like, I don't want to spend money on something that I could do at home for a fraction of the price and just have them professionally do like the skin situation once a year. It's not that serious for me. The eyebrow place that I've been going to for the past 5 years, they have a bunch of new girls and they don't do a good job with threading. Let me get closer for this part of the video because I just hate it. It bugs me out. You guys can kind of see like my eyebrows are growing in. So my eyebrows were really thin here. She took a lot off, but didn't take a lot off from this side. So they're very uneven. I'm not going to that place anymore. I did a lot of research. I called around and I found a place. It is kind of far. It's like 30 minutes away. But I called this place. It's only one girl that does it. And she measures your eyebrows each time you go. Again, I haven't gone yet because I'm still letting them grow in. But I'm going to go to her. Now, with all that being said, it is pricier. So I was paying $15 a month to get my eyebrows done at the place that messed them up for the longest time. And with this new place that I'm going to, it's $25. So with it being more money, I am going to skip every other month. I'm going to keep up with it myself with the tweezers and do what I can and then go back to her the month after. So I'm going to get my eyebrows done every other month. This way I can cut back on spending. Let me just do the math so I don't sound crazy. I was spending at the old eyebrow place $180 a year. With this new place, it's $25. I'm only going to go for 6 months out of the year. That's $150. So technically I am saving $30. I know that might not be a lot to some people, but I have a very limited income these days while I'm trying to figure things out still. And I'm trying to be smart about like the money that's coming in. And that's the only beauty maintenance that I do that I feel like I really need is eyebrow threading. Now, I know I've seen in the comments where people are like, just do it yourself, wax, thread, do it yourself. I tried waxing. It doesn't work out whether I get it professionally done or I do it myself, my skin hates wax, whether it's sugar wax, regular wax. I break out like crazy, and I don't get a good look with waxing. Again, I've done waxing for years, and I hate it. It honestly feels like a layer of skin is just being peeled off. I hate it. So that's why I started doing threading, and I love the look of threading. It doesn't hurt as much with me. It did hurt in the beginning, but you get used to it. And I have tried to thread my own eyebrows at home with tutorials. I'm just not good at it. I will be honest, I'm not good at doing eyebrows. That's okay too. Like, we're not meant to be good at everything. It's nearly impossible. Just like it's impossible to please everybody, it's impossible to be good at everything. And when it comes to my eyebrows, I'm not good at doing my own for the entire year. Anyways, I'm gonna be getting my eyebrows done professionally every other month by a new person. Fingers crossed that it works out. If it doesn't work out, I'll just find another person and keep doing my research. Let me know down below, what are some things that you've recently cut out when it comes to your spending habits, whether it's to save money or save space. I would love to know what you're not buying or buying less of these days.